how's that thing working out for you?
I don't know. I just got it today, and the battery that it came with I put in there, and when I turn it on and off, the indicator light doesn't come on, and I need to go home and listen, and I should be able to tell whether it's working and just the indicator light is burned out, or if possibly that battery is dead. I'll try another battery. If that doesn't work, I'll have to send it back and get a replacement for it. But it has a wide and narrow setting, so that you can have a direct mic pick up from right in front of you, or for crowds. So
cool, and it's got a
hopefully
windscreen.
it's
got a windscreen on this freaking thing.
They're all connected. It's all we're fighting greed. We're fighting this insane greed like this. They want to frack in Colden, New York. Two horizontal hydrofracking.
They're going to.
They're going to.
They're going to, right?
They're going to. It's very scary.
I bet you Terry Pagula knows the contractors who are going to be fracking in Colden, New York.
Oh, here's a shitstorm we don't want to start.
Here's the shitstorm we don't want to start. Is how a billionaire hydraulic fracturing titan who made his billions in Pennsylvania, where people can now light their tap water on fire. This is documented, so you guys can already record this. This is already documented. So they can light their tap water on fire, and he sells that business off, makes billions of dollars, buys the Buffalo Sabres because he's a big-time hockey fan, and he loves hockey, blah, 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 blah. And now he just makes money investing money into
I don't know.
Hydraulic fracturing companies, corporations that sell natural gas.
I think that you'll think that many people in the city would probably sell their soul for a cup, dude.
No doubt.
Are you upset about it?
I'm upset about the fucking Board of Education meeting that I just got out of, where they voted on a turnaround model, which they didn't read completely, which, you know, pretty much determines whether or not Lafayette High School is going to close or not. And regardless of which way they voted, they still voted without any of the information. You know, well, a fraction of the information, a very small. They read 8 pages of a 57-page document and voted on something that determines whether or not the students are going to have a place to go to school, the teachers are going to have, you know, a place to work. I mean, when you close a school, you destroy a community. You know, and they just, without really any consideration, make a vote on something that is huge and affects, you know, not just the block that the school is on, but that entire district. You know?
So where are they going to put those students?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, this is the thing, is that you go to these meetings and you feel like you're being a good citizen because you're, like, you know, participating in what's going on in your community, but they're vague about everything. They don't tell you anything. They skip through all the important stuff. And, you know, I mean, it's like another language. You ask for the documents. I called to get some of these documents, and they told me that they would be available on Monday. They were not available on Monday. They didn't know what I was talking about. You know, I don't know. You know, they amended the school lunch policy so that everyone gets a free lunch no matter what. And that's great. That's wonderful, because everyone should be able to eat. But they're considering a grilled cheese sandwich and a piece of fruit and some milk a healthy lunch, and that the alternative can only be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but that doesn't meet the needs of all students. And then at that point, it's kind of like tough shit. I mean, they're kind of just like, I feel like they're really taking the back roads on everything. They're not considering the welfare of the students at all. And it was evident to me that they care more about their paycheck than their community. I'm really upset about it.
I could tell. Do you want a hug?
No.
Damn, she's pissed.
Okay, this is the Occupy Buffalo Declarations of Support. It is a list of organizations, from cultural organizations to faith-based organizations to peace initiative organizations, and a declaration from the city of Buffalo. Just in the past week and a half, my organization has gone to this website right here, declarationsforoccupybuffalo.org, where they are given a template to put their letterhead or their organization symbol on, such as right here with Pax Christi. Very beautiful symbol.
Geodesic dome was one of his solutions to affordable housing, because he did not like the banksters either, and he didn't think people should be beholden to mortgages. So he said there was certainly enough innovation to have very fuel efficient, cheap cars, cheap housing. He was advocating direct democracy decades ago. He said we had the technology to have direct democracy. Cool. Buckminster Fuller, the father of the geodesic dome. So all of the ideas that we're really excited about with Occupy are things he was addressing in his visionary humanitarian way in the 50s and 60s. And I got to meet him in the 70s, which was really exciting, but he was very pioneering, very much one to say we have everything we need already to feed people, to house people, to give them a decent life, and to really reduce our, kind of footprint in terms of energy.
Live stream Occupy Unity.
So this is what, a national feed now?
I guess. Here, I'll check it out.
In the harbor, right past where they have the concerts, where there's those two gates before you actually drive out on the little peninsula, there is a FEMA camp that has a capacity for 5,000 people. Part of the National Defense Authorization Act is to give $662 billion to expand FEMA camps and Predator drone programs within the United States, and actually give those drones to local FBI, CIA, and SWAT teams. So that camp is going to get bigger, and it's home for all of us.
We should warn people on the live stream about the National Defensive Authorization Act.
Yes.
That is happening, and the amount of civil liberties it takes away from each and individual, everyone's citizens of this country. It takes away our civil liberties, straight up and down. It's a god-awful bill, and it's already been passed by the Senate. It's going to be voted on by the Congress, and it's a very scary bill. So we want to urge everybody to write their congressmen to vote, or call them at this point. Yeah, email them, call them, and write them simultaneously, and tell them to vote against this bill, because it basically takes away our rights as U.S. citizens for due process of law. They can detain us and hold us indefinitely in these prisons, and for all types of reasons. And you ask us why we're out here occupying, and that's why we're out here, is because corporations pay lobbyists to pass legislation like this that take away our rights as citizens, and that's why we're out here in the freezing goddamn cold. So write your goddamn congressman.